Hello from California, this is Sandy from Messy Paper Crafts, your #1 online store with the most exciting crafting items, and welcome to this week's episode of What's in This Box. And if you love beautiful paper by Stamperia, then you're in luck because we have sunflower art in the house and beautiful accessories as well. So let's get that out. Alright, so here you see the beautiful new release called Sunflower Art by Stamperia. And if you're wondering what is over here, this is called Atelier des Arts. However, not brand new, but it fits really nicely together with this new line. So you will see in a second why I thought it's nice to bring this back into the store as well. And let's start with the new line. So you just see all of those exciting new items that we have here. We have the main paper pad 12 by 12, then also 8 by 8. We have a card collection over here. We have the really awesome ephemera, which is adhesive over here. Amazing rub-ons, die cuts, and also brand new to the Stamperia line, they brought out the silicone molds, so that's really fun for any embellishments. And then also the usual molds that you can create in here. And this is also the reason why I thought let's bring this back into the store, because the sunflower art line has obviously to do with summer and sunflowers and this kind of farm chic, and I love all of those elements. But there is also an element of creativity to it and painting. And yeah, especially with these great molds, this would fit amazingly well to obviously Atelier des Arts. So I thought this really works nicely together. And Atelier des Arts brought out these chipboard sentiments, which are adhesive as well. And if you look over here, it almost looks that this belongs to this line. However, this was brought out for this line. And hence I thought, let me just show everything to you so you get the best out of both worlds. And especially if you've never seen this paper, then you get a chance to see it here as well. But let's start with the new things over here first. And let me open up the 12 by 12 paper pad. And as I always say, I love Stamperia so much that they bring this out in a paper pad, so I can just flip through here like a beautiful art book. And then you can see already on the first page here, you get these amazing fussy cut elements if you love sentiments. And I just think this looks so beautiful. We have here, for example, sun, fantasy, loyalty, wow. Then here, revitalize yourself, take a turn and breathe. So I think this is so beautiful. I love when the paper pad already comes with sentiments, and obviously it's great if you want to layer anything on top of your scrapbooking project, or maybe you want to create cards and so on. Then this works nicely together, and I love this so much. This is such a gorgeous design. Then here we have a nice background. Here we have the sunflower field. Then on here we have another gorgeous background. And then here, as I said, it has all of those art elements as well. So I just think the combination of not just summer or vacation style, but to bring in art elements, I just think, it just spikes your creativity. So I think this is gorgeous. And here we have flowers sold here, this really great truck, and then this gorgeous almost Vincent van Gogh styled theme here. So really nice. Then I love the patchwork aspect to it as well. Then here we have another great theme. Then here again, kind of like a patchwork border look. So that's nice if you just want to have some little border element in your art journal or on your scrapbooking page and so on. Then here again, we have this beautiful paint look. I love all of this creativity to it. Then here this gorgeous scene with the horses and the sunflowers. Then here we have these great cards. This is really fun as well. Always nice if you want to layer things on top of each other. Then here we also have great ones on the back. Then here we have these fun tags. How cute is that dog? Then here we have more horses, like a beautiful country style theme. And then on the last page here, you get these amazing fussy cut options. And I think this is really, really stunning. So absolutely lovely paper. And as I always say, if you're not into fussy cutting, then you're in luck, because with this collection, you not just get 1 or 2 options, but 3 options, because here we have thicker die cut elements if you love it a little bit more sturdy, or if you want to have anything that's adhesive, then this is also really nice that we have 2 packages. Let me start with those. So in this package here, this is DFLCT 20. I wish they would name this on the back, but I hope it gives you an idea what this looks on the website, and with the serial number you will find it. So here we have really fun elements that are bigger and smaller. So here, for example, we have this really cute little bunny, and then obviously flowers, sunflowers and butterflies and so on. Look how small and cute this little butterfly is here. And then I think it's always nice to have options here as well, just depending on the size that you want to create. So we have tiny objects here, and then you also get these amazing foreground elements and flowers, like a cute little window scene. Try to grab these bigger ones first so you see how big they are. So here we have this beautiful house and another great window scene. Oops, wrong way around. Here, and then you can either stick them down, as I said, as they are completely adhesive, so they're stickers, or you can do the thing that Vicky always does, and I hope that you follow her on her YouTube channel and on Instagram. So instead of sticking this whole sticker down, she always glues not to the edge but just in the middle, and this gives you the option that if you want to embellish this now further, whatever motif you put down, then you have the chance to still lift this a little bit and to stick more things behind here, and this way you can just layer it up even more. So hopefully this gives you different options, either as a sticker, or you can just glue it down and then give it even more embellishments. Then we have fantasy here, daisy flowers, then we have these cute little baskets here with the sunflowers, and here just the basket itself. Obviously lots and lots of sunflowers and bigger ones here. I love this one. This would really make a beautiful card foreground for like a birthday or something like that. And then here we have these cute little geese, and then also the horses that you've seen within the scene of the paper. Really nice detail here as well, if you look how really nicely this is cut. So as I always say, if you don't like fussy cutting, then that's the option for you. And here we have flowers, really nice flower pot here, more sunflowers, and then here we have the laundry line with clothing. I love that as well. Oops. And then some more items here. And if you can see this, and most likely you can't, I always point this out with the Minte ephemera, because here you also have no white edges. So with the Minte ephemera, that's also, again, beautiful detail. But what I love is that it's not actually a white edge here, but it almost looks like it was tinted already for you. It's just difficult because the camera will never pick it up. But if you're worried that this has like a white harsh borderline, you don't have to be. This looks very nicely organic. It's kind of like it's almost tinted for you. But of course, you can always go around and tint it even further. I just love when a company has done this already for you. Here we have this cute little hen, and then another little butterfly. And even on these butterflies, you have this beautiful detail, and almost like it's tinted for you. So I think this is beautiful, because it just shows how much detail the company really puts into the product that it creates. And not only that, we are getting 2 of these beautiful ephemera packages. and this is one called the FLC 19. So this was 20, this is 19, and here we get even bigger items as it looks like. Let me open this up for you. All right, so as you can see, some little pieces in here as well. And here we have, for example, these paint brushes, and here as well. So I think this is really fun that we have this kind of paint-themed element style in here as we have in here. So that's why I think this works really beautifully together with this line as well. And let me show you again bigger pieces first. So here we have this little window here with the shop, sunflower art. Then we have the painting canvas here. And then we have these really cool luggage pieces. And once again, this reminds me of this line here, where I think within the paper, you will see it maybe in a bit. And as you see, this would also work beautifully together. So that's why I think this is really fun. It's kind of like a crossover idea, just in a different color scheme. But yeah, it works beautifully together if you have both. And then here we have this cool car. I love this as well. And here's this frame. Once again, it fits beautifully over here, but it also would fit within this line. And then again, these really fun elements, like the painter lady, here with the paint. Then we have more little frames here. This is fun, like old keys. Not sure if you can see that, but that's really nice. And yeah, really fun little butterflies as well. And then these flowers as well. Oh, and a very smaller car in case you needed a smaller version of this as well. So I think this is really fun. I love all of those. In this line, you didn't get these like sentiments, for example, but now you know this works together in case you have them already, or if you wanted to order them, then you also get some sentiments within the same style. So here we have all of those, and let me open the chipboard die cuts now. And if you wonder what's the difference, and if you've never seen Stamperia items, and this is chipboard, as I said, so this is very sturdy. And in comparison, this is cardstock, so still fairly sturdy. It's not like a cheap quality or anything, so still really sturdy. However, it just depends on the project that you have in mind. Sometimes it's nice to have something a little bit thicker. So if you just want to create a mixed media frame, or if you're not really worried of creating bulk, if you want to create a card and give it to somebody and so on, then I love chipboard, because obviously nothing will ever bend here. This is really sturdy. However, if you want to send cards in the mail and you don't really want it too heavy, or if you create art journal books and you also don't want them maybe that big, then of course go with these adhesive ephemeras, and it's a little bit thinner. So that's basically the main difference between those. And style-wise, obviously it all comes out a little bit different in size. I think this truck here, for example, let's compare those, for example. Well, that's almost similar-ish, I would say. But sometimes you just get a little bit more variety here. So that really depends, but that's why I open all of those, so that you actually see what you will be getting in here. And yeah, sometimes these die cuts are even smaller or bigger. Let's compare this as well. Okay, so here you see that now the ephemera would be bigger, and then here the chipboard is a bit smaller. So I hope that helps, just to get a little bit more of an idea what might be beneficial for you. But yeah, in general, you get really nice varieties within each of these packages, because sometimes you want bigger pieces and sometimes maybe smaller pieces. So therefore, I will show them all to you. And here we have this house. Oh, see here, this is now a bit smaller. I think in this package it was bigger. yeah. So if you didn't want such a big piece, then you might like that this chipboard is a bit smaller now. And then, of course, we have more sunflowers. The cute dog again, I love that. And also we have the horses. Really sweet. So really nice variety. So you can create lots and lots of scenes here. And you have this cute butterfly. And then more of these brushes. Here it says creativity, sunflower art. And then all of those little butterflies as well. All right. So I hope that gives you an idea of all the things that are in the die cut package. And let me just push this over here for now while I show you the next thing, which is the card collection. Okay, so here we have just more little bits that you can layer on top of your project. So for example, here we have now almost like a postcard look where you can use either the background or the foreground. I mean, I just love this scene. This is so beautiful. And here we have the house again with the sunflowers and it says dream. And then it's on the back like that. And we have this cute little car here again, move and live. Or if you just wanted the sunflower, then you can turn it around and then you have that. Take a turn and breathe. So beautiful. Kind of like a Tuscany, Italy scene here. At least that's kind of what it reminds me of. Or maybe, yeah, in Napa in California, you get also sceneries that are a bit like that. I mean, that's just beautiful. Could also be France. Could be really anywhere where your imagination wants to go to, I guess. I just love the scenery and I love sunflowers. Nobility. It's almost a time, I think, also for sunflower fields. So beautiful. Optimism. And here's this cute little tag. And this is almost like a bookmark, but of course you could also just layer it on top of your projects. And then I think this is a real card. Yeah. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. And here we have the dog inside. This is great to have if you forgot maybe somebody's birthday and you're like, oh no, I still need to make a card. But then you have a really good base to go from here. So that's just gorgeous. And then here we have this little card again, the sunflower. This would be really cool to layer it on top of something else, I guess. And then here we have a square card as well, where it says fantasy. And then this is on the back. Oh my God, that's really beautiful. I love all the colors and everything, just gorgeous. And here we have the fitting rub-on. So if you wanted to embellish anything even further, then we have these, yeah, obviously fitting sunflowers on this one here. So really cute little rub-ons with little ladybird and then obviously all of those different flowers here as well. And once again, this would also work for this line because here we have all of those art themed items once again. So I think this is really fun as well. I just love how this somehow ties into each other. I'm not sure if that was meant to be like that, but I just think it's really fun just because if you have even more options, I never say no to that. So I think that's really cool. And as I said before, these are now the new silicone molds, so they're brand new. And with this one here, you can create these borders, which is really nice. And then with this one here, you can create like frames. So I think this is really beautiful. And if you want to work with clay or maybe with a resin, that's totally up to you. I think anything that kind of has this melting quality to it, that it fits in here would work. Even a glue gun. I've seen people just using a normal hot glue gun and then putting this in here. And then once it's cold and hard, then you could also pop this out. And then obviously you can just paint this in any way you want. So there are so many options. If you have never used these silicone molds, then just have a look on YouTube or maybe on Instagram and you will find ton and ton of ideas on how to use this. And I think this is a really nice quality. It's very sturdy. And yeah, I hope that you will enjoy these as well. Two great options here. And these are the normal molds by Stamperia, where it comes in this acrylic sheet. So the great thing here obviously is that with these brushes, for example, you can create lots and lots of them and then just paint them differently. So maybe you want to go more with the yellow sunflower art, or maybe you want this a little bit more in this retro style over here. And yeah, very versatile, because you can create them in clay or resin or whatever you like, and then paint them differently every time, or maybe use glitter and so on. And I think this way it's just really fun, because then one mold can give you tons and tons of embellishments. So I think this is really fun as well. And as I said before, here we also have the sentiments that would work to either line. So here, for example, it says, if there is feeling, there is art. Beauty is the soul of things. Art has a lot to show. Make your life a true work of art. Live with love and you will create art. We have all an artist within us. This is really nice to tell yourself as well. Living with art is the key to happiness. So yeah, lots of inspirational sayings. And here again, we have this little brush again that kind of looks like this one here. So really fun. And as I said, works really nicely together. And now let's have a look at this old line, just in case you've never seen it. So I believe this came out last year or the year before. And we have this in 12 by 12 and 8 by 8. And I think, again, this is really beautiful. And you can already see how this works all nicely together within similar tones. And then also similar scene here again with these paintings and all of those brushes. And then I love these sayings here as well. As I said, we all have an artist within us. Make art and you will have wings to fly. Really beautiful. And then we have these gorgeous backgrounds here. We have this beautiful, almost like Klimt artwork. So yeah, really different styles in here as well. If you love paintings, then this is definitely the line for you. And I'm always a big fan of these patchwork related things. So I love that. Such gorgeous different styles in here. And oh yeah, here, that's the same-ish luggage that I thought, I think I've seen this somewhere else before. So similar in style. So here we have these luggages that are stuck on top of each other. So that's definitely fun as well. I just think these are so beautiful. I love all the tones. Then here we have more art-related things, the watercolor, acrylic paints, and so on. Oh, that's really fun as well. We have all of these color wheels. That's gorgeous. And then here's some more brushes and paints and really fun mixed media style backgrounds here. And then one more page where either you could use this for your fussy cutting, or obviously this could also be a background. And as I said, if you don't need 12 by 12, then there is also 8 by 8. And last but not least, I almost forgot to show this to you. So this is something else that is new. I believe it's new. It's called Glamour Paste by Stamperia. And we have this in gold and in blue, just because, once again, I thought this would fit really nicely together with both of those lines. Obviously, like perfect tones that go together here. And also, as I said before, if you wanted to basically create these with clays or resin, lots and lots of time, and then just style them every time differently. And obviously that's also great to have here, because here you have like a beautiful gold paste and then also this turquoise, and I think this looks absolutely stunning. So and that's it for today. I hope that you love both of those lines as much as I do, and I'm really also excited to try these out. And yeah, as always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of those exciting crafting items. And with that, I wish you a crafty week, and remember, no stressy, be messy and have fun. See you next time.